Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome back. My name is Peyton. I am the well seasoned traveler. I am a slow traveler, a hotel consultant, a conference and events planner, and I help Black and Brown folks leave the US and find happiness and joy in other countries. So, welcome. Today is day 22, I think, of the 30 and 30 challenge. I have not done 30 and 30. This is hard, man. I didn't realize it was going to be, I knew it was going to be hard. I didn't realize it was going to be this hard. But I have another video for you today. And today I wanted to talk about what do you do when you start to hear that little voice in your head that says, you can't do it, you shouldn't go. Just stay in the US. It's where you're from. It's fine. You'll be okay. That little voice that tells you, don't do something big. Don't try and follow your dreams. Just stay in the US. You'll be fine. I've been hearing that voice for the past week a lot, very, very loudly. And so I wanted to talk about some ways that I deal with it and hopefully give you some tips on some ways that you can deal with that little voice as well. So, as you all know, I am looking to make my big move to Mexico in October of this year. And over the past week, I have heard this voice in my head saying, maybe you should just stay. Maybe stay and get a full-time job in the States, working in a hotel, and just stay. Your mom's still there. You've still got family there. Maybe you should just stay. Maybe Mexico is asking too much. Just stay. And that's not a voice I like, if I'm honest. I want the voice to say, go to Mexico, go and have fun, go and find your joy, go. But instead, the voice has been telling me to stay. And I should expect it, right? You should expect that this voice is going to come and it's going to tell you to stay in the States. And it's going to sound like your voice. It's going to sound like friends' voices, families' voices. There are going to be people who are going to tell you that what you're doing is crazy and you should not even consider, leaving the States and moving someplace else to find happiness, that you should just stay because that's what everybody else does, is just stick around. I don't like this voice very much. It's not my favorite. It's not a friend, if I'm honest. I have had to do some deep digging, including with my therapist, on what to do to help make this voice go away. So number one is get in therapy. I would recommend anyone, anywhere, at any time be in therapy, but especially if you are looking to transition out of the States into some other country. You need some extra help. You need somebody on your team going, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. And hopefully you find a therapist who can do that. Luckily, my therapist yesterday was like, you sound crazy, right? You've been talking about Mexico for over 2 years and now you're saying you don't want to go? You sound crazy, right? And she's right. I sound crazy. I sound crazy even talking about, and when I say it out loud, I hear the crazy too, which is not the most fun. But I sound crazy talking about staying when all I've been talking about for 2 years is leaving. So I just got nervous. You're going to get nervous in this process. It's going to happen. There is no way you are going to think about transitioning your life to a totally different country and not be nervous about the situation. But you've got to figure out some coping mechanisms. Hello, therapy talk. You've got to figure out some coping mechanisms. So a couple of things I recommend: going for a walk, doing some push-ups, doing some sit-ups, something to get your heart rate up, to activate that good dopamine in your body so that when you next think about moving, you've got that hit of good dopamine going as well. And hopefully it will play off and silence that voice that's telling you not to go. And instead, that dopamine will say, oh no, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, let's go, right? So work out, take a walk, do some push-ups, do some sit-ups, anything that's going to challenge your heart rate a little bit and stress your body out a little bit and cause that good dopamine to start flowing. Another thing I recommend is writing. You should be writing anyway. Writing through this process is really super helpful to get your thoughts in order. I write pros and cons lists. I write, what I want my dream apartment to look like, that dream area I want to be in. Any concerns that I might have, I write about all of those things. So I highly recommend writing, and then going back and reading your writing, trying to keep track of the days when you're feeling really, really strong and going back and reading those. I also recommend keeping a list of your why, right? Why do you want to go? What is propelling you to say, it's enough in the States, I've got to get out of here. I believe I can find happiness elsewhere. What is propelling you? What internally is propelling you to think that? Right? There's got to be something. So write that down so that when you hit these moments of that voice getting louder and louder saying, no, don't go, it doesn't make sense, you can just stay like everybody else, you have something to say, nope, this is the reason why I'm going. I'm going because my happiness is more important to me than doing what everybody else is doing and trying to make things work that everybody else is trying to make work and nobody is really succeeding. Right? You've got to have a why for that. Another thing I recommend, have a close circle of friends, either travel friends or, your kind of everyday friend circle who support you. If you have friends who are not supportive of you leaving the country, I would not be talking to them right now, right? Because the last thing you need is more negativity on top of your own negativity. If your family is negative about you leaving, your friends are negative about you leaving, don't talk to them about it. Talk to them. Of course, talk to them, love them, get the love from them that you can get, but don't talk to them about leaving. You don't need any more negative voices telling you no. Only talk to the people who are supportive of you going. I have friends who are like, Peyton, you want to go. So why are we even having this conversation? You sound dumb. My friends don't tell me I sound dumb, except for when I sound dumb. And then they tell me I sound dumb because I sound dumb. And that's perfectly fine. And I need that from them to tell me that I am sounding ignorant and ridiculous. Just like I need that from my therapist to tell me I sound ridiculous. Sometimes you just need someone to tell you sound ridiculous, and you can't always get it from yourself. So make sure you have a group of people in your life who support you moving. If you don't have a group in your life, get onto Facebook and get into some of those Facebook groups. Those people are wonderful. You can go in and post and somebody will say, girl, go. What are you doing? Why are you want to go. Go. Right? So get into therapy. Start a practice of journaling. Write down your pros and cons. Write down your why. Figure out that exercise that wears you out and start doing that. If you have to do 10 burpees or 20 burpees anytime you start to get that little voice, that's actually a really good idea. That's what I should do. When I start to hear that little voice, I should bust out some burpees because those things wear me out, and it is really hard to think about anything when you're trying to get through 20 burpees. That's a good idea for me. Thank you. And then last but not least, what is the last but not least? Last but not least, have pictures, have, journal writings, go to Instagram, go see the spot that you have picked. Go see what's happening there. Go on Google and Google about the place. Get those feelings back that you had when you were there. Look at the pictures that you took while you were there. Eat the kind of food that you want to eat there. Go and try and immerse yourself. Go speak some Spanish, or some, whatever language. Swahili, whatever language that you're trying to learn for your new country. Go in and start and practice that language. Get your mind off of hearing that no voice and onto a yes, right? However you can, get your mind onto a yes. Even if you have to write down 100 times, I am moving to fill in the blank, right? I am moving to fill in the blank. I am moving to Mexico. I am moving to Mexico. I am moving to Mexico. Write it down 100 times until you get it in your body and your mind that you are going. Do what you got to do. All right. I hope this helped. I hope you all know that you will have moments, many, many, many moments in your journey of, I should not do this. This is not going to work. And you've got to have some tools to address those moments, because the last thing you want to do is not take the leap because a little voice inside of you is a little afraid. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in everybody. So let me know if you have any questions or comments. Please like and subscribe to the video. And I really look forward to seeing you all this week. We're going to have some more good videos this week. And yeah, it's sunny out. I'm about to go enjoy some sunshine. Bye bye.